was first influenced by Bro-okies by the grab and go line. You know those like little cupcake size things? I loved those because, I don't know, I just grabbed them one day and I was like, I'm in the mood for it. And one day after school I was like, you know what, I should just make them by hand. So I am going to show you how to make Bro-okies. So I'm just going to start off by going right in because this is going to take a while. So I'm going to first start by spraying my cake pan 9x13. Usually I would do this over the sink so that way in case I don't know, a fire got in the house, it wouldn't like sit on fire. So I'm going to spray it, and then I'm going to start off with my brownie batter. So then I'm going to start off with my sugars. Which is granulated and regular brown sugar. My butter. My vanilla. And my eggs. And then I'm just going to whisk this all together. Until I have a decently good consistency. I don't know if y'all can see this, but there's that. And then I'm going to add my dry ingredients, which is my cocoa powder. My flour. And my baking soda, which is also used for like cleaning and stuff. I didn't realize until I took Miss Gus class, and I didn't realize that like this is used for like many different purposes. So that's kind of cool. I don't know. That's just me. Which I also highly encourage taking Miss Gus class because it's also teaching you the essentials of cooking and stuff. And since the dries are not really well incorporating in with this, I'm just going to use my spatula and I'm going to rub from like the insides, and then I make sure I'm going to like mix it into my mixture, like folding it on the inside. If that makes sense? I don't know. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to drop this into my pan. And usually the recipe recommends or says that you can put chocolate chips in there. I don't want to do that because I usually am a double chocolate person, so I just mainly just put the brownies in there. And then what I'll do is I'll put chocolate chips over the top of the brownies, like in the middle, and then I'll have chocolate chips inside of the chocolate chip cookies, and then I'll have some on top. And you also want to make sure that you get your edges so that way all of it doesn't end up on the edges. You want to make sure that it's even so that way when you cook it, it isn't like all just the edges that you're cooking, if that makes sense. So once I'm done with this, I'm going to use the same beaters again because I can't wash them in between, but usually I would use my KitchenAid mixer and I wash it in between. So then I do that. So I'm going to put this off to the side. Then I'm going to start off with my cookie batter. So I'm going to start off with my sugars again. And I also wouldn't recommend using really old brown sugar because it's really hard to mix if you don't have properly spread apart sugars, if that makes sense. I don't know. And then I'm going to put my butter in there. And also my vanilla. And then also my egg. Also, if you do accidentally get eggshell in your mixtures, I would recommend just using your finger or something and just dipping it in there, because when you use a spatula, it's not very effective. So then I'm just going to do this. And then again, it kind of looks like that, but it'll look better when it's fully mixed. And then I'm going to put my flour. And my baking soda. And then mix that all in. Again, I probably just want to maybe just use a spatula with this, since the dry ingredients are really hard to incorporate without, a spatula. And also, I have some samples here, so if you guys want to grab one, you can. Anyways, I don't know why my mixture isn't mixing, but it usually should look pretty smooth. And then I'll add my chocolate chip cookies on top of here. And then I'll add some into my mixture and mix that all together, which is not even so hot right now. So I think this is a really good way to have a party with this. I don't know if this is, whoa, that is looking kind of terrible. I promise it doesn't normally look like this. I personally love this stuff. My family loves it. And what the heck? That was also kind of gross. Anyways, so thank you for listening to my speech.